Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're exploring the ultimate prerequisite for any kind of success, peace, or progress in your life, and that is mastering your own mind. You know, it's a topic that sounds deceptively simple, right? Yet it's honestly the single most challenging architecture we'll ever build. We're drawing from the core philosophies of the architect of inner mastery to really understand why everything, literally everything, begins and ends with self-control. Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to take a second and honestly evaluate your daily mental state. Are you actually in control? Think about it. When you wake up, when you face a tough challenge, or even when you just feel a little bored, who's actually driving the car? Is it your deliberate intention, or is it just a series of impulsive behaviors and automatic reactions? We all love to think we're the masters of our fate, but our daily routines often tell a very different story. Because for most of us, reality is just highly distracted. Constant phone notifications pinging away, random urges pulling you completely off course, your attention shifting every 3 minutes, switching tasks midway just because something shinier popped up, and of course, that impulsive scrolling that eats up hours of your day. It's chaotic, it's scattered, and honestly, it creates this profound mental drain because your restless mind is endlessly reacting to distractions instead of actually choosing a path. You're spending all your energy just trying to keep up with the noise. Now, let's just take a deep breath. Slow down. If you can't control yourself, nothing else will work. That's a bit harsh, I know, but it's the fundamentally true message of our source material. You can buy absolutely all the productivity tools in the world. You can set 100 ambitious goals, but if you lack the self-control to just sit still and execute, those tools and goals are entirely useless. That foundation absolutely must be built first. Section 1, the inner conflict. Now, what's really interesting about this is the stark contrast between two very different states of being. On one side, we have reacting. This is driven entirely by impulse. It's chaotic, it's distracted, and it leaves you feeling completely out of control. But on the other side, we have responding. Responding is driven by intention. It's calm, deliberate, and thoughtful. The entire journey of self-control is simply the journey of moving from reaction to response. Discipline starts in the mind. Just let that sit with you for a moment. It doesn't start with a fancy new alarm clock. It doesn't start with a perfectly color-coded calendar. It starts right there, in the quiet, unseen spaces of your own head. Section 2, the power to pause. So how do we actually manifest that mental control physically? Well, first, put the distraction away. Literally, physically remove the phone or close those extra browser tabs. Second, sit down and be completely still. And third, breathe calmly. These are deliberate physical actions that basically force your mind to recognize that a new authority is in charge. By controlling your physical environment and your breath, you're demanding mental stillness. Section 3, directing thoughts and habits. Let's move to and see how this builds. It requires a vital linear progression. Control your thoughts, your habits, your reactions. You have to catch the negative thought before it takes root, because thoughts dictate actions, right? So mastering them naturally leads to better habits, which ultimately allows you to control your reactions when the unexpected inevitably happens. And when you apply this progression, your daily life completely transforms into specific actions of control. You start experiencing focused work sessions entirely free from distraction. You find yourself moving with slow and intentional grace rather than that frantic, scattered energy. You easily resist sudden impulses because your mind is finally anchored. You stay fully committed to the task at hand. It is just a beautiful, steady, and incredibly empowering reality to live within. Section 4, mastery changes everything. Mastery is defined as the state of complete inner control, where you direct your focus and environment with quiet confidence. Notice how that emphasizes inner control first. A clean, organized, successful life and a straight, clear path forward always starts from within. You simply cannot command your environment if you cannot command yourself. So, the crucial point is this, because when you master yourself, everything changes. Your relationships improve because you're actually present. Your career accelerates because you're focused. Your anxiety drops because you're no longer a victim to every passing impulse. This is the ultimate transformative promise of self-control. I'll leave you with this final provocative thought to linger on. You don't control your life until you learn to control your mind. Take that with you today. Be still, take a breath, and take back control. If you find this explainer valuable, don't forget to subscribe to my channel,
follow, like, and share. Also, watch my next explainers. Thank you so much for learning with me.